Hello. So, in today's video, I'm going to be going over the MCC 22 team predictions and every single game prediction. I will not be going over the individual rankings this time because that's takes a long time and just is not really worth it for the video. So, I'll just be skipping that. But other than that, let's get to the video. So, in 10th place, I have the Green Geckos with Sapnap, Foolish Gamers, Tina, and Michael McChill. I think this team should do decent in PvP-based games. Because of Sapnap, obviously is really good leader in PvP no matter what team he's on. As you saw in MCC 16, I think he did really well in Sky Battle. Probably not gonna do that well in movement-based games with two newcomers. But let's get to the game predictions. With 7th in the parkour tag, 10th Rocket Sleeve Rush, 10th in standard time. Obviously, if newcomers, they're probably gonna like die or probably just gonna die or get lost in standard time. And then 5th Battle Box, 6th in survival games, 10th in Ace Race, 5th in Sky Battle, 10th in Build Mart, 9th in Grid Runners, 10th in Hole in the Wall, and 10th in To Get to Their Side. Like I said, they'll probably do decent in PvP-based games, which is why I think their 3 best games are Battle Box, survival games, and Sky Battle. Other than that, I think they're gonna do pretty bad in like every other game. Obviously, when their best placing game is like 5th, probably not gonna do that great in the event. But anyways, coming in 9th, I have the Aqua Axolotls with H-Bomb, Green, False Symmetry, and Good Times of Scar. This is pretty standard team for H-Bomb, but don't think they're gonna be doing that great in the event, just because H-Bomb itself, like as a carry, doesn't do too great if he doesn't have like a really good second. Or there's 4 like decent players like in MCC 11. He is usually like a very good second player, but as a first, only okay. This team probably won't do great in PvP or movement, but the only thing that makes up for it is how great they are in team-based games. As you'll see in my predictions, which are 9th in Ace Race, 10th Battle Box, 2nd in Build Mart. Obviously, very good Build Mart team with every Hermit Crafter. Or not every Hermit Crafter, but a lot of Hermit Crafters. 8th in Grid Runners, 6th in Hole in the Wall, 10th Parkour Tag, 2nd in Rocket Sleeve Rush. Pretty sure like every Hermit Crafter there is like really good at Elytras, so they should do really well in that game. 3rd in Standard Time, obviously H-Bomb usually does pretty well in Sands. Probably gonna be having the team VOD review and all of that good stuff. And then 10th in Sky Battle, 10th in survival games. The only team that keeps this team like above green is just because of Build Mart, Rocket Sleeve Rush, and Standard Time. Like those 3 games are just really good for them, and if they play it in the final 3, they might be able to make top 5. But obviously, Build Mart was skipped in the last event, so if all 3 of those games are played late, they do have a chance to make a top 5. But anyways, in 8th place, I have the Blue Bats with Tapao, Tubbo, Sniffresh, and Eret. Obviously Tapao and Tubbo, pretty good combo. They've been teamed together before. They've done well in MCC 15. But Sniff and Eret aren't as good of players as they're used to be teaming with when they're together, but we'll see. As I have them in the 7th for Ace Race, 7th in the Battle Box, 7th in Build Mart, 7th in Grid Runners, 9th in Hole in the Wall, 9th in Parkour Tag, 5th in Rackets Refresh. I think this game is one of the best games, as Tapao and Tubbo usually do really well in that. Not sure how well Sniffresh and Eret do though, so I guess we'll see. 9th in Standard Time, 4th in Sky Battle. Obviously, Tapao, very good Sky Battle player. Tubbo did really well in his last Sky Battle, in MCC 21. And then 8th for Survival Games, and 8th for To Get to Their Side. I think they're an okay team. They're like very consistent of like pretty much getting like 7th for most of the games, and a little better for some games, a little worse for others. So I think it balances out to about 8th place for them. Obviously, I think they're decent in movement-based games. I don't think they're that great in PvP-based games, except for Sky Battle, where they just like pop off. But I don't think they'll do that well in team-based games, like Sand of Time, Grid Runners, Build Mart. Probably a little bit low for those games. But now, in 7th place, I have the Yellow Yaks with JoJo Solos, Sylvie, G Nelly, and Blushy. The return of JoJo to MCC and the first canon event for Blushy. Obviously JoJo and Blushy have been teamed together before. They did really well in their events. Obviously, if JoJo placing, I think placed around like 6 in MCC 21, which is very good. But we'll see how well she can actually like carry a team. So let's get into the game predictions for Yellow. I have them coming in 6th for Ace Race, 8th for Battle Box, 4th in Build Mart, 4th in Grid Runners, 8th in Hole in the Wall, 5th in Parkour Tag, 7th in Rackets Refresh, 6th for Sand of Time, 9th in Sky Battle, 9th in Survival Games, 6th in To Get to Their Side. I think this is going to be a pretty solid team, especially in terms of like movement, and they're okay in PvP, but I don't know if they're going to do that great. I think this is a really good team game-based team, except for like Sand of Time. Sand of Time, they probably get like 6. So it's not like, if you get like bottom half of Sand of Time, you're probably gonna get like destroyed on points. So, but other than that, like think they'll do like really well in team-based games, like Build Mart and Good Runners. I think that's what's gonna carry them ahead of Blue, Aqua, Green. It's gonna be a decent team. Obviously, when like teams first came out, I did not think that this was a good team. But looking over it, probably do decent. Then for number 6, I have the Purple Pandas with Puns, Gemini Tay, Shovel, and Cup Fan. Their game predictions are 8th in the Ace Race, 9th in Battle Box, 5th in the Build Mart, 10th in Grid Runners, 7th in Hole in Wall, 8th in Parkour Tag, 6th in Rocket Safe Rush, 8th in Sands of Time, 8th in Sky Battle, 4th in Survival Games, 7th in To Get to the Other Side. This team is decent in some games and like bottom in other games. I think it's really gonna push this team above the others is just survival games. It gets played late a lot, and I think Puns can just clean up some kills and do really good, which will probably get them to about 6th place. Decent PvP race team. Not the best in team-based games other than like Build Mart. I think they do well in. Okay in movement, but not that great. So it should be a decent team. In coming 5th to the top half of teams, I have the Lime Llamas with Quig, S Major, Solidarity, and Pearlescent Moon. The game predictions are 5th in Ace Race, 6th Battle Box, 3rd Build Mart, 5th Grid Runners, 5th Hole in Wall, 6th Parkour Tag, 4th Rocket Safe Rush, 5th Sands of Time, 3rd Sky Battle, 5th Survival Games, 4th To Get to the Other Side. I think this is a very solid team, doing pretty decent in movement-based games. Really good in Sky Battle. Other than that, okay for PvP. A pretty good team game-based team. And yeah, I think that's gonna carry them above every other team. I think yellow, blue, green, and aqua aren't going to like go above. I think I'll say purple, yellow, blue, green, and aqua are all gonna be bottom half. I think there's like almost no game order that makes them be able to go into top half. I think those may move, like those bottom 5 spots may move, but I think they're gonna stay where they are, and these next 5 teams are not gonna go into bottom half. They're gonna stay in the top half, and I think Lime will be like right there. And I think the difference between Lime and Purple is not really gonna be close. I think it's gonna be a big difference between the final top half team and the like best bottom half team. I think it's gonna be a big difference there. But I think Lime is definitely gonna place 5th because in 4th place I have the Pink Parrots with Purpled, Tommy Innit, Captain Sparkles, and the Orion Sound. This is a very strong team with the games of 3rd in Ace Race, 2nd in Battle Box, 9th in Build Mart, 5th in Grid Runners, 5th in Hole in Wall, 2nd in Parkour Tag, 8th in Rocket Safe Rush, 7th in Sands of Time, 2nd in Sky Battle, 3rd in Survival Games, and 2nd in To Get to the Other Side. Very strong movement-based team. Pretty strong PvP team, but not that great of a probably not gonna do that great in team-based games. Other than Grid Runners, I think they do decent in. But this is a very solid team. With no clear leader. Well, I mean, Purple did really well, but I don't know if Purple will show this event if he is a team leader or not. Because I think if anyone's going to be a team leader, it's either going to be Tommy or Purple. Purple takes the lead and they do really well, like fourth, whatever. He could be S tier pretty soon if he just like sits back and has Tommy be a team leader. He might not be, because I think to be an S tier, you need to be a team leader. You can't be an S tier and just like not be a team leader. So we'll see in this event what he does. But in third place, I have the Cyan Coyotes with Ranboo, CBK, Wilbert, and Wisp. I think this is a very solid team with no weakness. I think everyone on this team will probably place top 20, which is why this team is going to be in third place. With the game predictions of 4th in Ace Race, 3rd in Battle Box, 6th in Build Mart, 1st in Grid Runners, 2nd in Hole in the Wall, 4th in Parkour Tag, 3rd in Rocket Safe Rush, 4th in Center Time, 6th Sky Battle, 7th Survival Games, 3rd in To Get to Their Side. Very strong team in movement-based games. Decently strong team in PvP-based games. And really good in team-based games for some. But, not really that great for Build Mart. But other than that, this team should probably be top 3. And these next two teams, I think, will pretty much get to Dodgeball. I think the difference between 2nd and 3rd will also be a pretty big one. With 2nd place being the Orange Ocelots, with Pizza Hut, Rye Guy Rocky, Small Screens, and Spifey. So, this is a big difference from 10th place, which was Pizza Hut's team in the last event. But the difference here is that Pete has 2 really good teammates. And a 3rd that's, like, not too bad. I think when Pizza Hut's team with, like, really good players like Smallish Beans, Rocky, and not even, like, a bad last place players like Spifey, I think he usually does like a lot better than when he's teamed with like a B tier and like 2 C tiers or like even D tiers. I think Pete can definitely carry a lot easier here when there's other players that can like lift him up to be his like to his best potential. With the game predictions of 2nd in Ace Race, 4th in Battle Box, 1st in Build Mart, 6th in Grid Runners, 1st in Hole in the Wall, 3rd Parkour Tag, 1st Rocket Safe Rush, 2nd Stand Time, 7th Sky Battle, 2nd Survival Games, 5th To Get to Their Side. A pretty strong movement-based team, and a decently strong PvP team. With Survival Games, I think the team like is pretty similar to MCC 17. Where they popped off in Survival Games. Obviously very good in team-based games, like Build Mart, in Stand Time. But Grid Runners, I'm pretty sure Pete usually doesn't do that great in. So, that's why I get 6th place for that. But I think this team would definitely be in Dodgeball, facing off the 1st placed Red Rabbits. With Dream, George Not Found, Captain Puffy, and Awesome Dude. This is basically MCC 18, but Sam has played a couple of events, and their team with Puffy instead of Crackety, which I think is probably a little bit better. And I know they're gonna definitely try hard this event to win it. But anyways, the games that would get them the first place will be Ace Race, where they come first in the battle box, 8th in Build Mart, 3rd in Grid Runners, 3rd in Hole in the Wall, 1st in Parkour Tag, 9th in Rocket League Rush, 1st Sand of Time, 1st Sky Battle, 1st Survival Game, and 1st to get to their side. This team is probably the best movement-based team in the event. The best team for movement teams. Oh my god. The best team for movement games. Probably the best team for PvP games. And a very good team for team-based games. And when you have those 3 combinations, you're getting first. I think the only way that they won't get first is if Rocket League Rush and Build Mart get played in the second half, like final 3 games. But they're still gonna get seconds in that scenario. I think Red will 100% get the Dodgeball, and will most likely be facing off Orange. And Dodgeball. And yeah, this team obviously first to get to their side, as they did very good in MCC 18. And they could probably do even better. I think this team will pop off and take their side. Maybe like a 500 plus coin difference between seconds. So, yeah. And those are my predictions. Going over them one more time. I have 1st Red Rabbits, 2nd Orange Ocelots, 3rd Cyan Coyotes, 4th Pink Parrots, 5th Lime Llamas, 6th Purple Pandas, 7th Yellow Yaks, 8th Blue Bats, 9th Green Geckos, and 10th Aqua Axolotls. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this was pretty fun to make. I was going over like all the games. It's fun. But it did take a long time. So if you guys could please hit the subscribe button and like the video, and leave a comment, drop in your game predictions, or say that mine suck. It's fine. You could even say that mine were very good and you did exactly the same thing. That would be great. But subscribing is absolutely free, so please subscribe. If you're watching this all the way through, you're the best. Even comment down below that you've watched all the way through. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna let this game play out. Actually, this is a very long game. Probably to end the video here. This game of capture the flag, by the way, if you're wondering, ends up in a tie, so it isn't, not too interesting. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.